Hey, hockey fans, how's everybody doing? I hope everyone had a great Saturday. There was some great hockey on. Came close to having an amazing day. Had a pretty good day. Best bet, Islanders finally won a game at home, which was really nice. The one parlay, St. Louis and Washington both hit. Anaheim, Seattle did not. And then we split the third parlay, Philly and Minnesota. Philly hit, Minnesota did not. The over-under, just missed that as well. That was the St. Louis Montreal game, over 6. Only 5 goals in that game. 8-4 overall on the picks. And again, best bet hit, which was nice. One of the parlays hit, was split on the other parlay. So it was a decent day. Up a little bit, not tons, but some great hockey. And when you're up. So it's good. Now Sunday, December 12th, 2021. There's only 5 games on the board. First one, we've got Anaheim against St. Louis. St. Louis has John Gillies listed to be in net. They're 6-2-2 in their last 10 current 3-game winning streak. Anaheim has Anthony Stolarz listed to be in net. They're 5-3-2 in their last 10 current 1-game losing streak. Blues signed a 1-year contract with Gillies on Wednesday with Binnington in COVID protocol and Husso out with a lower body issue. This will add some depth to their net mining, which they desperately need. He comes from the AHL where he had a 3-0 record and a 1.67 goals against average and a .948 save percentage. So some strong numbers, small sample size, but strong numbers. Both these teams playing back-to-back hockey here. St. Louis remained perfect in this little home stretch, defeating Montreal 4-1 Saturday. Charlie Lindgren stopped 22, and nice win against his former team. Blues opened the scoring just over a minute into the game. Outshot the Canadiens 37-23. They were 2 for 3 on the power play. St. Louis is third in the power play in the league, 5th in goals for. And they have a nice home record, a 10-3-1 home record. Anaheim was in action Saturday. It was against Pittsburgh. The Penguins scored first 5 minutes into the first period, and that was it for the goals. That's how the game ended. It was a 1-0 final for Pittsburgh, a tight, hard-fought hockey game. Shots were 33-29 in favor of the Ducks, 0 for 2 on the man advantage. This game, they're going to have a refreshed Stolarz in net, and he has been solid when he's been between the pipes. He's won his last 4 starts, so I'm excited to watch him play. This should be a really good game, actually. This will be the second game in this 3-game series. Game 1 was November 7th when Anaheim was at home, and they won that game 4-1. Moneyline plus 135 or 2.35 for Anaheim, minus 155 or 1.64 for the Blues. Over under set at 5.5. And, I think I kind of like Anaheim in this spot. I mean, the Blues are playing some good hockey, and they're getting W's, and they have a depleted squad, a couple of goalies out, and a lot of other guys out hit with COVID and injuries. They've been finding ways to win. But here, I think Anaheim has them in a good spot. Gillies in net, I think, is an advantage to Anaheim. I think Stolarz is a better goalie right now. I haven't seen this other guy play, but first game, I just can't see him playing that well. I like Anaheim. Anaheim's going to be my pick for the first game to beat the St. Louis Blues. Second game, we've got Nashville against the New York Rangers. The Rangers have Alexander Gorgui listed, but there's a good chance that Shesterkin should be back and could play in this game. They're 8-2-0 in their last 10 current 1-game winning streak. Nashville has Saros listed in net. They're 7-3-0 with their current 4-game winning streak. Rangers played a low-scoring game against Buffalo, final 2-1 for New York on Friday. Zibanejad opened the scoring early in the first period, a power play goal. Alexa Lafreniere with an insurance goal in the second period. That ended up being the winner. Adam Fox with a helper on both of those goals. That makes 6 assists in his last 5. Panarin with 3 goals, 9 points in his last 5 games. Rangers are playing some nice hockey right up top there in the Metropolitan Division. Nashville was also in action on Friday when they played the New Jersey Devils. Final 3-2 for Nashville. Nashville played a good game. Shots balanced 31-27 in favor of the Devils. Nashville 1 for 2 on the power play and held New Jersey off when they had 4 opportunities with the man up. Nashville out-hit New Jersey 34-18. Day before that, they were in back-to-back action. Day before that, the Predators played the New York Islanders. Another hard-fought game. They won that one 4-3 as well. Logged 32 hits in that game. This will conclude this series of 2 games. The Rangers won the first one October 21st, 3-1. You have to think, especially if Shesterkin is in net, I gotta like New York here in a big way. Money line plus 130 for Nashville or 2.3. The Rangers minus 150 or 1.66. I might even look at the under here. I think there could be a low scoring game here. 5.5 is the number. It pays 2 or plus 100. Nashville has played a couple back-to-back games before this game. They had a day off, but I think they needed that day off. Both heavy-hitting, hard-fought hockey games. The kind of hockey games that take a toll. I don't care if you're a professional or not. You take that many hits or you give that many hits, it takes a toll. Matt Duchene could be back in the lineup for the Predators, which I think they'll welcome, to have a fresh body back in there. But I like the Rangers here, the favorite to win the game. New York Rangers is my pick. Next game, Florida against Colorado. Colorado has Darcy Kemper listed to be in net. They're 7-2-1 in their last 10, current 3-game winning streak. Florida has Sergei Bobrovsky confirmed to be in net. They're 7-2-1 as well, current 1-game winning streak. Colorado was back home on Friday when they played the Detroit Red Wings, a 7-3 final in favor of the Avalanche. Colorado has scored 21 goals in their last 3 wins, 7-3, a 7-3, and a 7-5 victory. Devin Toews producing consistently with 10 points in his last 5 games. Cal McCarr with 3 goals in his last 5. They score lots, this team, and that's why they sit first when it comes to goals for. But I've said it before, and I think it's still a concern. Their net mining is a concern. They sit 26. They let a lot of pucks find the back of their own net. That's something they got to start cleaning up. They are playing the number 2 in goals for the Florida Panthers, who played Arizona on Friday, and they won that game 3-1. Patrick Hornquist, Sam Bennett, and Sam Reinhart all scoring in the first period for the Panthers. They gave one up to the Coyotes when down a man, but they kept him off the scoreboard when it was 5-on-5 play. Jonathan Huberdeau playing really good hockey with 11 points in his last 5 games. Sam Reinhart with 4 goals in his last 5. Bobrovsky, he brings a really strong record, a 12-1-2 record into this game with a .922 save percentage. 2 good teams, and it'll conclude the series. The first one was October 21st, a 4-1 victory for Florida. Money line plus 115 or 2.15 for the Panthers, minus 135 or 1.74 Colorado. Over-under set at 6.5. They're looking for a lot of goals in this game. Florida's a visiting dog, and I really like him here. I think they're going to have Alexander Barkov back. I think they could have Anthony Duclair back in the lineup. Healthier squad. Bobrovsky's playing lights-out hockey. I like the visiting dog, Florida, to win the game. That's my pick. Next one, Minnesota against Vegas. Vegas 6-4-0 in their last 10, current 1-game losing streak. Robin Lehner listed to be in net. Minnesota has Cam Talbot confirmed to be between the pipes. They're 8-1-1 with a current 1-game losing streak. Vegas had a game against Philadelphia on Friday, final 4-3 for the Flyers. Vegas outshot Philly 44-25. They were 1 for 6 on the power play and gave up 2 when down a man. Max Pacioretty with a couple goals in the game, 7 goals, 9 points in his last 5 games, playing good. Vegas has been okay. Their best category has been goals for, where they sit 7th. Some of the other categories are still a concern for this team. They're 23rd in the penalty kill. They're 29th in the power play. They're 21st in goals against. Leonard hasn't played since being relieved in that Dallas game when he let in 3 goals on 10 shots. Just doesn't seem to be into it. Just doesn't seem to be into his game. He seems to be into hockey, but just not into his position. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just don't think Robin Lehner is the right guy for goalie right now for Vegas. My opinion. Minnesota had their winning streak halted Saturday when they played LA, and the Kings edged out a 2-1 win. Marcus Foligno with the lone goal for the Wild. Special teams performed well. They were 1 for 2 on their own power play, and they held LA off when they had 5 opportunities with the man advantage. 2-1 now on this 4-game road trip for Minnesota. This is the second game in this 3-game series. November 11th, Minnesota and Vegas played game 1. Vegas won that game in Vegas 3-2. I do feel like the Wild are playing better hockey than they were a month ago. Talbot has been a rock, and he's won 5 of his last 5 starts. Money line plus 110 or 2.1 for Minnesota, minus 130 or 1.76. Vegas favored, over under set at 5.5. I'm going to go visiting dog again, even on a back-to-back. Minnesota to win the game against the Vegas Golden Knights. 5th game, Carolina against Vancouver. Vancouver has Thatcher Demko listed to be in net. They're 5-5-0 with a current 3-game winning streak, 5-5-0 in their last 10. Carolina has Antti Ranta confirmed to be back in net. They're 5-4-1 in their last 10, current 4-game winning streak. Fridays when Vancouver last played, an exciting game. It was against Winnipeg that went the distance, ended with the Canucks on top in the shootout, a final 4-3. Niels Hoglander with a pair of goals, Connor Garland with his 9th of the season, and the winner from Elias Pettersson in the shootout. JT Miller with 7 points in his last 5 games. Quinn Hughes with 6 helpers in his last 5. Thatcher Demko, another great showing and named a star in the game. And then you look at Carolina, Metropolitan Division. Carolina, Washington, and the Rangers all taking turns in first place in this Metropolitan Division. Carolina and New York both with 39 points right now, one behind Washington, who sits in first currently with 40 points. Canes on a back-to-back after Saturday 3-1 victory over Edmonton. Carolina perfect 3-0 going through Canada right now. They play one more game in Canada before they head down to play Minnesota. Sebastian Aho with a pair in the Edmonton game. One from Nino Niederreiter. They outshot the Oilers 31-23, 1 for 2 on their power play. They killed both man advantages that opportunities that the Oilers had. They had 2 power play opportunities. They held them off the scoreboard on both of those. Sebastian Aho, he's playing really nice right now. 6 assists, 3 goals in his last 5. Strong team, 2nd in penalty kill, 1st in goals against, thanks to Frederik Andersen's play. But Sunday will be Antti Ranta, and I think that might be an advantage to go to Vancouver. First game in this 2-game series. Money line minus 125 or 1.8 for Carolina, plus 105 or 2.05 for Vancouver. Over under set at 5.5. I'm going to go Vancouver. I mean, they're on a height right now. They've won 3 with the new coach. They're playing well in front of their fans at home. They're feeling good. I like Vancouver for the upset here. Home team Vancouver to win the game. That's going to be my bet. My best bet, I'm going to go the Rangers to win on the money line. The parlay I'm going to go Florida and Minnesota, both on the money line. Regular picks, I'm going to go Vancouver over Carolina. I'm going to go Minnesota over Vegas. I'm going to go Florida over Colorado. I'm going to go New York over Nashville, and I'm going to look at the under there at 5.5. That's the over-under play I'm going to do. The under 5.5 in the Nashville-New York game, with New York winning the game. And then the first game, Anaheim to upset St. Louis in St. Louis. That's what I'm going to do for Sunday. Only 5 games of hockey, lots of football, lots of hockey. Hope everyone has a great Sunday. Enjoy the time. Talk soon. Good luck with your picks.